Yeah. All right, now let's get into the Shy.
All right.
Okay. Now, the Shy, we all know, has had a lot of stuff go on. It's a great show. A lot of people like it. We got introduced to your character Darnell in season 2. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you was in there for like 5 episodes.
Right. Yeah. You right on.
Man, I like to know what I'm talking about. Man, I don't want to sound too bad. And so, he was there for 5 episodes. Introduced as Emma's dad. Had a lot of stuff going.
Which originally was supposed to be 3 episodes.
Okay, so you did such a good job. They needed you back for 2 more.
Hey, there you go.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good way to get called back. Let your work speak for itself.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that. And so he seemed like maybe he was a little wild when he was younger with the ladies and running the streets, but now as he was older, got the woman and good relationships with the baby mama still.
Figured
you know,
come out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he even told Emmett that one time, "Hey, look, you could keep lying or you could come correct."
Right.
So even though he may have this and that, like most guys gonna see him as a good dude.
Right.
And even the ladies, although some ladies may have a problem with him with other ladies, but that don't mean you a bad guy. It just means,
he just
got a wandering eye. That's all. Just gotta knock it back in there and I did it. We good to go,
Right.
So we saw him again in season 3, and he looking at, Dom, everybody wondering what's going on. Emmett got his restaurant going on, and he wanted to get a little free plate. He didn't know it was rump roast on the menu back there. You know what I'm saying? He might have to get a to-go bag. Delivery. So what'd you think about that? What do you think maybe could possibly be in the future works for Darnell?
It's so many different ways that they can go with it, and I don't, I wish I was in the writer's room when they're putting it together. Mm-hmm. But I at the end of the last episode, Lena Waithe had a Instagram live and was bringing on different cast members, and she brought me on and just said, we got so many layers that we're gonna unravel for Darnell in the next season. I mean, even though the next season hasn't been announced, but I mean, she's speaking it into existence, so I'm gonna speak it into existence. And I mean, who knows? I mean, it could be something with Dom and Darnell. I think it would be really nice to see like Darnell either help Jada or Jada help Darnell in some kind of way. I mean, they're always kind of tied to each other, and I think we play off each other so cool. Yolanda Ross. I mean, it's it's funny. It's funny, the way
especially the first episode of season 3 when y'all were going to the wedding.
Yeah, and you know what?
I like that.
It's there was something we
seemed natural.
Yeah, it was the director was like, I want y'all to come in and take these seats right here on the end. And so I was walking in front, and I was like, I don't want to say most like a real gentleman, but something, if we were together, maybe I might let her sit down first, but we wasn't together and nothing like that. So I just took the first seat, and she had to climb over me. And it was just something to make her get irritated, and it just worked. You know what I mean? So, and that stuff is not written in the script. That's just something that we can play off each other. So I think that that kind of thing can continue to happen, and of course more scenes with Emmett, with Jacob Lattimore, who's incredible, man. Me and that kid, man, we just have so much fun.
I love y'all chemistry.
Oh man.
Yeah. Now, why Emmett ain't told him about that Bluetooth? Why he ain't say, "Hey, look, Pop, we gotta update that. That's too big. It's down there. It's like you're working at a, airport terminal or something."
You know what? I'm thinking. I thought they might brought it up in season 3. It would be just something to, maybe a gift or something like that. Give them some AirPods or something like that. I don't know if Darnell would take it, but I mean, it would be funny.
Right. It calls may not sound the same.
Yeah. And you know that whole thing. I mean, I've been seeing so many memes and all kind of stuff with the with the Bluetooth, man, and that wasn't me. That was like part of the character when I got the role. They were like, you know, I remember talking to one of the directors, like he's got this Bluetooth. He's in his sweatsuits. I was like, all right, you know, and now when we're on set and I'll have on my wardrobe or whatever, and the prop person will come over and she'd be like, I'm like, I'm wearing it again. She's like, yeah, they want you in it again. So
No, so they ain't gonna let you forget.
They ain't gonna let me forget. They ain't gonna let me forget.
Because I was tripping when y'all was with Emmett and y'all about to get the massage. He bucket naked, but he got it. You can't even get the calls. You left the phone in the locker. How you gonna get the call? You ain't got the phone.
Hey, maybe you know what? Maybe that antenna piece, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's an extension, so maybe he can still. I don't even know how he went. I guess yeah, you can answer.
It's probably like a landline cord connected to that. Never leave home without it.
Oh man, it's funny, hilarious. But you know, it's like cats that some people will stop me, you know, on the street, or if I'm working out or something like that out somewhere, and they'd be like, "Yo, I know dudes like that. You remind me of somebody." You know, one of my boys that I grew up with, he said, "Man, you remind me of my dad on that," you know, something like that. So it's just cool, man. That's what, if anything else, I want people to be able to relate to the character. You know what I'm saying? And not to make them any kind of a
joke,
a caricature.
Right,
you know?
right.
He's a real person, you know. So I don't even, you know, when I read the script, I'm like, that's pretty funny. But I don't play it for the laugh. I just play it real.
Right.
And playing it real gets the laugh, you know.
Right. Yeah, because actually he don't really make jokes.
No.
He just saying stuff. He like, man, where the strippers? Man, it cost too much. He wasn't joking. He was for real. He
right.
Man,
he ain't got time
for too much.
Right.
That's what's so funny. He like, for real, like, I'm not playing. Like,
right.
Better get you some peace and quiet. She gonna hit you, okay?
Be miserable for the rest of your life.
Man, men laughed at that joke hard.
Yeah.
You know, so that was good, man. I like that. You know, is interested in I want to see, you know, more of the development of Darnell, because, you know, it's hard to say one way or another, but it's a drama show, of course. But all the dudes got problems one way or another, or end up dead.
Right.
So let's see at least one dude try to make it and do something and be, you know, somewhat of a, you know, positive in it. Not to say people looking at show for role model, but, you know, depiction matter. And hey, yeah, he may be this or that, but he trying to do this, he trying to do that. He there.
And you got to keep in mind, it is the shot. So, you know, Chicago, it's a hustle mentality. You know what I mean? And I remember when I was auditioning for it, and I was studying Jacob and Emmett and looking at him and his hustle. You know, he was just a constant hustle. And that's, you know, same thing with Don, even like when they was getting the wedding outfits, and he was like, you know, yeah, my boy hooked it up. You know, he got it. You know,
right.
You know, don't worry about it.
Though. That's Chicago style.
Yeah, that's the Chicago style.
Just like you were speaking earlier about, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Like what I got to lose, you know what I'm saying? Go for it. When you were saying that's how it is. Like, man, you done been through so much that you like, man, this thing, like, what's the worst that can happen? You know, I'm gonna go for it. I didn't got shot at, been in the water, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go for it, you know, and that's the thing. And I you know, I like that come out in the show, and that they show that, you know.
Exactly. And it's, you know, it was that was him, you know, contributing to the wedding. Like, you know, hey, yo, don't say I ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Did what he could. It wasn't that he couldn't care. It's just he didn't have much. But
right.
It counts. And like Tiff say, we ain't wearing it but one time anyway.
Yo.
Which show that all that stuff don't matter no way.
Man, shoot, as much people, man, I remember how much I spent. Like, if I wish I found something that was stolen, I would have wore that shit too.
Right. And I mean, it wasn't like they had a big wedding anyway. They just went in front of the judge anyway. So
right. Yeah, exactly.
But I did peep how Darnell and Jada was both like, You both wanted to say something, but you didn't. You didn't want to ruin it, but you needed to ruin it.
Right.
Was that on you guys, or was that in the script as well?
It was in the script that I start to say something and Jada cuts her eyes to me. So that was in the script.
But y'all played it real because you could tell that something needed to be said, but then they're not gonna hear it.
Right.
You'll be the bad guy, so well.
Yeah.
Go end it with another mess.
It's gonna be interesting how that goes. I mean, I don't even see how you can, if his business partner is something. You know what I mean, it was.
He gonna need Darnell to take some of that rump roast off the menu. Take that off. Put that on your plate. Fill your plate up. I really wanted some more. I like seconds, but I can't handle it.
Exactly. And they play so well off each other. Tiff and
they do.
Tiff and Emmett. It's a lovely cast, man. It's a lovely cast. The chemistry is really you can see the chemistry.
Mm-hmm.